What's up everybody, and welcome back to the 621 feature series. And today it's a special day. This is the first ever time I've got an original owner back on the channel with a second full build. Now today I've got Chris Jennings with me, who owns Click Competitions, and it's going to be amazing because this right here is his Civic EK and it's pretty phenomenal. I can't wait to deep dive into this build and show you all about it. But before I do that, I've got to do some plugging, baby. So if you enjoy the feature series that I'm bringing to you here on YouTube, if you could head over to 621.com, grab a little bit of merch. Any sale will help expand this channel. We'll be able to get further afield to get even more car features on. T-shirts and hats are available and they're all super cheap and amazing quality. I'm making very little money out of this. We're just trying to get the brand going again. Head over to 621.com, support what we're doing, and there'll be even more cars coming to the channel, just like this one. Let's dive in. Chris, welcome back.
Oh mate, it's good to be here again.
It's great to have you back, man. Sorry I couldn't bring the sunshine with me, but...
It's all right, we bought something bright enough.
We did, and fast enough, I think. This is going to be an exciting day, especially if out there you're a Honda guy, because I'm a Honda guy. You're a Honda guy.
Big Honda guy.
Sam holding the camera has only come down for a bit of emotional support for you, but he's now my cameraman for the day. He's a Honda guy.
Big Honda guy.
So we have got another build. It's the second time you've been on the channel with a full build.
And don't mess about.
This one's a little bit special.
This one is completely different to before. So obviously the last time I was on the channel, we had Craftworks supercharged EG, crazy power, 476 brake through the front wheels, and quite honestly, mate, I mean, you know, when we took it out before, raining.
It scared the crap out of me.
It was fast, and I love the reaction, honestly. I watch it all the time. But it was just too much, man. Like UK roads, like of course, like the whole big horsepower thing, it's great as far as like pub numbers. And when you're pulling out at a meet, you know, you're giving it the bean, like off the limit, it's great. People love it. But actually, mate, I just got so frustrated with that car. Like I felt like I couldn't use what I had with it. Yeah. So I knew that whatever came next, I wanted it NA for the reliability. I wanted to track a car. I didn't want to go boost. I wanted to make sure I kept temperatures down, everything just super reliable. And obviously we've got some cool parts on it that we'll talk about today.
I can't wait to deep dive into this because I made sure that Chris didn't tell me too much about it. So every reaction on camera is genuine. Like that's something I really wanted to deep dive into, and I think it's going to be great. Also, this car is special to me because you've had Teg Boy do a lot of work on it. Teg Boy's a very close friend of mine, big name in the Honda world, and he's a great human being, so I'm really glad he's been a part of this.
I'm glad he, mate, you know, that guy is just an absolute legend when it comes to anything that this car needs. He helps me out with it, and I know that the fact he's got, you know, EK himself, he's going to look after it, and I'm in good hands. So, yeah, I wouldn't trust this car with anyone else.
Yeah, so normally on these features, we'd wander around the car first, and then go into the interior, and then we'll go out for a drive, but today, I'm going to pop the hood straight away.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get straight into this K24. Tell me, what's going on under here?
Okay, so we have got K24 Frank build. So that is K24 bottom end from Accord Type S. We've got Type R head on there, just to give us that little bit of extra torque. And obviously, as you know, Hondas, they need every little scrap of torque that they can get. But there is definitely a noticeable difference between K20 to K24.
Oh, Mr. Popular over here.
Sorry, guys. So as you know, Hondas need every little bit of torque that they can get, and there is definitely a noticeable difference between K20 to K24. So this build is mostly a bolt-on build as such, which, you know, we've tried to get the right combination of parts to get as much as you can out of this motor. The good thing with the K series is they map so well with bolt-ons. Like, I think it's actually nuts. Like, I think most other cars, you get a map, you really can't gain much, but from where these cars start to where it is at now, you know, we're like 280 brake.
Yeah.
So nobody needs more than that. Truthfully, this is the perfect base for track car. High revs and just lightweight, everything in this car. It's just, mate, the perfect build for me.
So we've got the K-Swap, but this car, you told me, started life as a Civic 1.4 Tropicana? Tropica, yeah.
Do you know what, like, I'm not one of these people who's fussed on like the VIN tag, right? And everyone who's into jack cars is going to know that the market for jack cars has just skyrocketed, really, like almost borderline unaffordable to most people now. So for me to go out and buy an EK9 to start, you're kind of putting yourself 20 grand behind.
The wrong way, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather start with like an absolute turd and then get to what we have today. So this literally started life as a silver 1.4 Tropica, little D series motor in it. And I think it cost me about 1,200 quid, I think, for the shell, because I tried to get one without, you know, like the rusty arches and stuff, just to try and keep bills down when it came to the paint shop and things, so I didn't need to do arches and that.
That's awesome, man. So, can we go over some of the bolt-ons you've got on here? Yes. If you can remember them, because I know the build's been quite a long build for you.
Yeah, it's mad. Okay, so Hasport mounts, we've got the RBC intake, 70mm throttle body. We have got K-tuned 421 manifold, and really those are the key parts you need. Just good intake, good exhaust, and you're going to be able to get some good power out of K-series. As far as management goes, I'm on Haltech Elite 1500, so I needed standalone, really just for a lot of the protection that you get on track. You know, if it overheats, it will automatically cut out kind of thing, like just really try and look after myself. But also, when I got the standalone done, it was because there was a mod the following year that I wanted to do, which we've now got done, that I needed standalone management for.
I can't wait to show people that. I really am excited. We're holding off this.
Yes,
I'm sure it's in the title, but we're going to make them wait to see it. So now I'm going to wander around the car with you, so you can pop that beautiful carbon bonnet down.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, it's time after seeing that beautiful K24. I mean, as you'll know, we've got my garage open because we were having a little reminiscing back there, arguing over what engine to put in the Civic eventually. But I think I am going to go the K route eventually, so it'll probably be this same sort of setup, to be completely honest with you. Maybe not the second bit, but we'll see what money is like. But let's talk about the exterior of this car.
This colour is Porsche Pastel Orange.
Wow, okay.
So I couldn't afford a Porsche, so I went the next big thing, which is like have a car in a Porsche colour. So this actually matches, so it's the same colour that Rywire did his Integra.
Oh, okay, I do know, yeah.
So I saw that car and I just thought, wow, like I love the orange, and it's so different because obviously Honda never really did like a sort of Type R or any sort of like mad Civic in orange. So obviously the colour first and foremost sticks out, and just all the carbon, like I really have gone to town on it. Obviously front lip from Fiberworks, so that is like a first moulding copy. Carbon bonnet, carbon roof.
Yeah, Sam, come over here. We need to show everybody this. This is a very unique mod on a Honda Civic, because this is not cheap. No. I'd probably go as far as say the roof costs the same as what you paid for the car.
Well, double.
Just to buy the roof itself, right? So, pretty amazing mod. Does it actually save any weight, or is it more of a...
Do you know what? I didn't even weigh it, because it weren't about that for me. For me,
sorry,
of course, like,
fingerprints all over it.
Like, you know, any weight saving, of course, is good. But for me, like, there was like a look that I wanted to go for this.
Yeah.
Like, I loved that carbon fibre strip.
Sleeks it all
like,
the way
going
down.
all the way through from the lip to the bonnet to the roof to the Seeker V2 wing. And then obviously...
Is this genuine?
Yes, genuine.
Genuine Seeker V2 wing. Lovely, lovely part.
Yeah, genuine Seeker V2. And then obviously the carbon boot as well.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's awesome. So cool. I'm just kind of taking it all in. Sam, come back around here. We're not done up the front, because this car is really customized and it's really, really nice. I had to touch on the colour. We've got the beautiful front lip, beautiful bonnet, beautiful roof, lots of carbon. But down here we have Ray's T37s.
Yeah.
One of the greatest wheels ever made, in my opinion.
So I got super lucky with those. So JDM distro.
Yep.
So
yep.
When I got this car, obviously the stud pattern is like 4x100. Right. So obviously most Jap stuff, 5x11 4.3, and that's what I did on the last car. But I never intended to go this.
Yep.
And as I think every project ever does, right? You never intend. You're like, oh, I won't go as big this time. So I went 4x11 4.3.
Right. Okay.
Right, off a 96 spec tape. So they don't. There's not.
That's a weird swap to do.
It's weird, but then where it's helped me is like the wheels. So when they were bidding on these for me, so I managed to get these wheels, immaculate condition, like 400 something quid chips.
Really?
Mate, like
wow.
400 quid. Because nobody else bid on them.
Yeah. Wow.
So I must have just been the one guy in the world after this set of wheels, won them,
And you're gone.
And then here we are, mate.
And then I saw Sam zooming in on the wheels there, and you're not going to miss them bright blue brakes. Spoon, sport, twin block calipers.
This car is built up of all the parts that when I was a little Honda kid attending South Mims, you know, service station meets back in 08, 09 and earlier, you know, I'd look at these cars who had the spoon brakes and just be like, wow, one day.
Yeah.
So now I can do that.
Yeah.
You know, I've got these parts. It's not finished, but we are getting there, mate.
That's not the only spoon part I've noticed though. I've noticed the little hydro mirrors you've got in here as well,
like
the blue glass.
The wing mirror glass. We've got some good JDM parts on this, like, you know, the J's Racing wings.
Oh, they're J's Racing, are they?
They are genuine J's.
Cool, cool. So, should point that out, the front wings down here, vented by J's Racing. They're very nice.
So I wanted just to get every part that I ever wanted. And you know what it's like, mate. Like, realistically, J's Racing wings, that ain't worth the money.
No way, and I bet they didn't fit very well either when they turned up.
they took a lot of work. I mean, they fit like pretty mint now, to be fair.
Good.
The only thing which I've got at home, which is a change still to make, I got another set of wheels off JDM Distro, literally for like a couple $100 again. I got another set, but of wider TEs.
Okay, cool.
So I've got a set of 8J to go up front.
Perfect.
So the fitment at the minute is a bit dead.
Yep.
But it's going to be better soon.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool, it's looking good. I like the little carbon vents as well you have down there.
Yeah, that was another sort of part, sort of custom made from Japan.
The headlights, are they EK9 or are they just...
No, did those myself. So they were the
yourself,
stock headlights, just, you know, done the old school thing where you heat them up in a oven, split them apart. So yes, I've spent some good money, but equally I can't bring myself to spend £700 like a headlight on some genuine EK ones.
I understand. I actually bought one of the last new old stock EK9 headlights. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, what I did buy new, and probably was a bit of a rip-off to be fair, but I bought a brand new, genuine, in the box from Honda EK9 grille, unpainted.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, it did cost about £300, but all those eBay reps, they're just not the same. Like, the grille's just not as nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I did have to spend some money on that.
Sometimes it's worth doing.
It is, mate.
Right. Should we have a look inside?
Yeah.
You got the big money part in here.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, let's talk about seats first. I'm going to ignore that giant gear stick. Bucket seats. You said you might change these.
Yeah, to be honest, these, again, like I said, this car, I didn't intend on going like big brand name parts. Like, so I just wanted something that had sort of a desired look. And to be fair, like, I'm not massively skinny, so I did need like some XL buckets.
Yeah.
And these just fit the bill, really, mate. Like, so yeah, I was happy with these. So the Motormech GT2 seats, TRS harnesses, SW Motorsport cage in there.
I'll try and get that in this camera real quick so people can see it. It's quite difficult with this big old thing. I might have to get the old DJI out for that one.
Well, if not, mate, I can just open up the back for you or whatever. Like, that's fine. A few other like sort of key things with the interior, really. So the Haltech IC7 dash. So again, that was just another part I really wanted. You know, I'd had S2000 clocks before, but they didn't quite tick the box of like a digital sort of dash. Whereas that is perfect, mate. Like, obviously I'll have to show you everything that can do, because there's so many different configurations and things that it just looks so cool. I just love it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a big kid, and it's just, I wanted a part, and hey, we've got it.
Yeah, why not? Do you know what? It's exactly the same what I did with
mate, these things are to enjoy. I haven't built this car for anyone else but me.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, I don't care about Instagram likes. I don't care. I don't need, you know, 800-900 horsepower to have fun, draggy times, none of that bullshit. Like, I just love Hondas, will always love Hondas, and built my way. So here we go.
That's wicked, man. You've got the OG personal wheel in here as well. That was a big part from back in the day. I like these AAM gauges you've got just down here too.
Yeah, I think those are just super cool, mate. Mostly redundant due to the dash now, but I just love the look of them, so they're going to stay.
Right, I've ignored it long enough. Let's talk.
This is the money shot, right?
The money shot, yeah. Right, what's going on?
Yeah, so we've got a good quick shift kit going on. Yeah, so QUAIFE Sequential, it was something that I've always wanted to do, and luckily I'm in a position now that I can do crazy decisions like this. It's expensive, but probably the best money that bang for buck you can spend on a car.
You really think it's that good, yeah?
Yep, like, I know so. Like, just how it changes the car, how it feels, how it drives. Like genuinely, and you'll probably see, you know, when we do some shots later on, it just shifts like a motorbike now.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait to be in this thing.
Oh, it just... Obviously, the amount of sort of track days and things that I do, it was just a no-brainer, really. Just, you know, stronger, better ratios, just everything about it. Just, it was a part I had to try. And I didn't want to boost this car. I didn't want to turbo it, didn't want to spend the money on, you know, having to worry about all that extra heat management. So I thought, let's just go for something that is a bit nutty, but had to do it.
That's awesome, man. I cannot wait to experience that. This will be the first ever Civic in it with a sequential gearbox I've ever been in.
Yeah,
and it's very nice. And you've kept most of the interior as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, so again, something... Oh, mate, I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, I know. I had to stand up as well, mate. We're not 17 anymore, man. So you got that 70, the SW cage in there.
So I've got full swirl pot set up. So I was experiencing on some fast corners, just a bit of like fuel starvation.
Right.
So again, it's just one of those... I think really when you're younger and you're modifying cars, really the only kind of things that you're interested in is like power.
Yep.
Whereas everything with this build is like, well, can I stop quick? Can I corner quick?
Yeah.
Like it's nailing every little box when it comes to
Do you know what?
all the right things.
For me, the only thing I cared about when I was young trying to do it was how light I can make my car.
I can imagine.
Right, CJ, pop that boot. I want to see this cage a little bit better. I'll turn the brightness up so hopefully we can
yeah, no worries, mate.
See it a little bit better in here before we shoot out.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, that's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool, mate.
Beautiful. Well, realistically, there's only one thing left to do, CJ.
What's that, Adam?
You take me out in it, mate.
Let's go.
Right, we are now in CJ's insane K24 Civic. Finally,
it's taken a while.
It has taken a while, man. I still can't get over this ginormous QUAIFE shifter here in the middle. Cannot wait to feel that absolutely slamming soon.
You're going to enjoy it.
In fact, we're about to pull out onto a road, so I want to get my camera on this shifter so you can see how savage this is.
To make it quiet.
Okay. Tell me, how does it feel to have one of these sequential boxes on a build like this?
So it's always been something that I've really wanted to have. Obviously previously had a big power Civic, but this I think is kind of something everybody wants to experience.
These are insane, man.
But like they are pricey, like they're definitely not for everyone. And I think probably the majority of people you know, if they were kind of in my position, would maybe not go for a sequential, but I just really wanted to try something different.
I think as well, we've been speaking about this for years, this car and this build. This is a forever car, right?
100%. This one is not going.
I think that when you build cars for you, not trying to disrespect anybody that buys to flip them or sell them, because that's a thing you can do with cars as well, but when you build a car from your heart that is just, wow, I want this thing, and I want it this way, and I know I'm never going to get rid of it, it makes it a bit different. So you can drop a big ton of money on a gearbox like this, because you're like, well, it doesn't matter, it's my toy, it's my expression, my art. So
it's not going to be going anywhere. Like, I just wanted to build the best kind of hobby track day car that I could do, and this just really nailed it for me. Like, every part of it is exactly how I want it. To be honest, most kind of, you know, builds, they're never really done, but I feel pretty close.
Yeah, cool. Wow, look at that. Yeah, okay. It's so crazy, man. I've never been in a Honda with one of these before. It's absolutely insane.
It adds so much. You know, that there's no drop in power. It is just constant forward momentum.
I think DMO DJ is going to be very jealous of this thing. He loves a shift.
I know. I'm doing my best impression, mate. Just,
So you said that you feel like this is almost done.
I think so.
What would you feel that you could add to it that would complete it, or change on it that would complete the build?
I think if there was ever anything extra on the agenda, we'd probably be looking at maybe like a build motor. Like at the moment, this is a fairly stock build.
Yeah.
But I just don't know, dude. I think a built motor, but then I worry about reliability. I think, you know, realistically, for how I enjoy driving, this is enough power.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I feel comfortable enough within myself to say, I don't need 500-600 horsepower. I don't care about pub numbers. I just want to just rip on this. I just love an NA car. I love how they drive. There isn't much, in my opinion, that will beat that feeling.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You haven't got any Jesus handles in here, man. I was looking around Wow, what a thing. What a thing. Now, I should just tell people that are watching and have made it from the start of the video to here, yes, we are in different clothes.
We're in different clothes.
And it is a different day, and it's not wet, which is actually great. This has kind of worked out.
This is definitely better.
So, this little camera here, if I spin this round, you can see, I'm going to call it out, this little camera here corrupted the files. 12 gig of us talking and me doing what we do in the car. So, CJ's been so kind to allow me to come back up today on one of his working days. We've interrupted click competitions today to come and redo the video, but hey, the boss man gets to come out in his toy. I don't think that's a bad thing, right?
Mate, I do not mind.
So, we've spoken about you think it's nearly there. Within the build, has there been any complications, any problems, anything you had to overcome putting this together?
I think I'm lucky in a position where, you know, if you buy cheap, they say buy twice, right?
Yeah.
I always tried to go into this build with the best of everything. So everything's kind of fit quite well, or it's always gone to the right people. You know, Paul West, who did originally all the mapping, all the
TDO North, yeah.
Obviously they fitted all the standalone ECU, did all the original work on it. And obviously Teg Boy, who we've mentioned earlier on in the video, that whenever something does go wrong, true for me, my working life is so busy. I can't imagine spending the time in a garage now, underneath it, for 8 hours. I still love that, but mate, it's just so much easier. I can just send it now to someone, and it's just the best in the business who will fix it.
Yeah, man.
So as far as any complications I've had, truthfully, it's just been just normal consumable stuff. You know, I did a track day at Cadwell and I had a drive shaft go.
Okay.
Like, it's little annoyances.
Yeah.
I've never had anything major serious go.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, that's great news. It's nice to hear that there hasn't been major issues in the build, you know?
I know, mate.
Oh my god. Woo! Oh man. The gearbox makes it changes gears so quick. I know. It's like no drop off. It's almost like a motorbike gearbox. It's like bang bang, and in a normal Honda, if you're changing gears, it's like bang bang. You know,
I mean, you know what it's like, so just let me out. Just if you drive, say, a stock EB3 that hasn't been mapped, even if you're revving it all the way through, you'll sometimes drop out of ET.
Yeah.
Whereas this, there is no drop off. It is just constant, like I said, power. Which, oh mate, I love it so much.
I guess my last question really is as this one's nearly done, what would you like to build next, or is this going to be your only build? Like,
I'll tell you what, I've got this idea in my head. you know, sometimes you get like a little itch that you've got to scratch it, you never get rid of it. So whilst I love the Hondas, I don't think there's anything else I'd want to do. I do like the idea of a Honda four-wheel drive drag car.
Right, yeah.
But I know how much money has to be put into that.
Yeah.
You're talking 200 grand to be competitive.
That's crazy, right?
Which is insane.
But anyway, CJ, thank you for having me back down, dude. Thank you so much. Everyone go follow him on his socials. They're on the screen.
Cheers, bro.
We're going back to the unit, which is back in time to finish up the... Unfortunately, our filming's come to an end because the police have come and set up down this exact road. We haven't been breaking any laws. We're all doing it completely legally, but we don't want to cause any complications here. So I want to say thank you to Chris for coming down with his absolutely amazing Honda build. It's kind of lighting a fire within me, I'm going to be completely honest with mine, but we'll have to wait and see how that unfolds over on the 621 Live channel. Thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video. Give it a little like and leave a comment down below what other cars you want to see on the channel, and I'll get to work. Remember, 621.com for all your merchandise, and I'll see you in the next video.